Sure.
So we're going to go with that Gardner Minshew stack, and we'll do something with Stafford here too. But I thought let's start with Minshew. So Minshew, Downs, and Pittman. So all three of them, and then run it back with Ridley from the other side. Okay, so that's the Jacksonville piece. Running back, we go to Williams. So we get Williams from the Rams and Kamara, which I think were the two that we kind of both liked at the top. We get Thomas at tight end, who we both said has the most upside. And then from there, this is where you could play with it some. What I threw in for now is Puka Nacua as the flex, and then the Commanders defense, because we had $3,100 left once I put Puka in. But basically, you've got $11,100 for a flex. And let me first say, overall with that roster, do you like where that went? Are there pieces you would prefer to switch out, do you think?
No, I like that a lot. I mean, the only thing I think in my mind that you could maybe think about doing if you didn't want to put all your eggs in the Colt basket there, and you don't want to stack it, you could potentially swap out Pittman, and whatever. But I think that in this case, you're banking on the fact that Minshew is going to have a good game. So I think you could play Minshew as a one-off quarterback and really try to load the rest of your roster. But I think if you're playing Minshew, you kind of have to do Pittman and Downs and hope that he connects. Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, I like Ridley coming back the other way, like you said. I think we were aligned on Thomas there. I think we talked about Nacua and Kupp. So, I mean, Nacua certainly slots in there. Overall, I like it. And obviously the running backs you mentioned, I think I love Williams this week. Kamara should have a big game. So overall, I mean, I think that's again, it's kind of like that when we did the Zach Wilson Jets thing. You're relying on Minshew and Downs. But if they can do it, you're probably scoring a lot of points with that lineup if Indianapolis can hold their own with Jacksonville there.
Yeah, it's true. You need that thing to happen. Let me ask you this. Would you rather have Puka, Jamar Chase, or Brown? I mean, we didn't really talk about Brown. I don't think either of us were super high with the matchup this week. But so let's just say Chase or Nacua. Who would you prefer to have?
I feel like Chase would be the better option, especially if Higgins is out. But even if Higgins is in, I just think that, first of all, he's obviously heated up with Burrow, like we said. Nacua, do I think he's still going to produce? Absolutely. But I worry that, we saw Kupp, and that was his first game back. Like, we could see even more of that. And, obviously, if Williams is running well, how much is there to go around? So it's like almost like you're banking on, okay, I need the Rams to run the football in this game with this lineup. So that would be if I had to pick between Nacua and Chase, I would pick Chase.
After I did it, I had a similar thought of, if we're going to have Williams at running back, maybe you don't want to play a Rams receiver. And I like Jamar Chase better too. I think that's a great one-off here. So at defense then, you have 2,800 left. Here's what you have to choose from: Jets, Lions, Patriots, Bears. Those are the top four at the price point.
I mean, to me, I think you go Lions or Patriots. I mean, probably Lions, just in the simple sense that their defense is playing pretty well. I know obviously Tampa's played pretty well as far as Baker hasn't turned the ball over a lot, but I don't know. I mean, I think if you ask me those options, I would probably lean Lions. I don't know if you agree.
I would for sure. I like the New England thing from the coaching perspective, the Garoppolo turns it over, but with the guys they have out right now, I'm just not excited to play the Patriots defense. So
yeah, too many injuries. I hear you.
Yep.